going on, guys? Welcome back to my YouTube channel. This is video number 2. Today is Tuesday, April 28th. In today's video, we're going to be doing some meal prep. So I'm going to show y'all different ways I like to meal prep. I don't do it the same every time. I do mix up the foods every now and then. And then I'm also going to show y'all one of my go-to breakfast recipes that I do for a protein waffle. It's one of my faves, super easy, because your girl has been being lazy and eating out too much. So we're gonna be meal prepping, especially because next week going back to work. Thank the Lord. I miss the gym. I miss working out in the gym. I'm excited, kind of, sort of. I've enjoyed being off, I'm not gonna lie, but I am kind of ready to get back in the routine because I'm kind of struggling working from home. Like, I don't know how I could do that really. I'm not the best at it. Anyway, so today we're gonna meal prep. I've got my Monster ready to go. Yes, I put my Monsters and sodas in koozies just because it's, I don't know, I like it. Anyways, so I do that, and then I got YouTube playing, gonna play in the background. I love listening to YouTube videos while I meal prep. It's just something cool to have in the background. I always like to have something on. I don't like quiet in the house. But first thing I'm gonna show you is the waffle recipe, and then I'll move on to like lunch and dinner prep. Give y'all some tips and tricks, how I season my food, things like that. So I'll see you in the next clip. Okay, so I know this lighting is not the best, but it'll be okay. So first thing is this protein waffle. So y'all know my go-to supplement company is going to be Buffbunny Nutrition. So this is one of their proteins. This is the protein pumpkin spice. This is by far one of my favorites as far as making waffles with it. I love this one, and then the blueberry cheesecake is really good. So these are both, those two are both whey proteins. So I don't think I've actually made a waffle with their vegan protein before. So I can't tell you how it works. But the whey is perfect. I've mastered this recipe. I've tried it multiple different times, multiple different ways. So this is the best way that I have found. So it's just going to use protein powder. We're going to do egg whites. This is the Kodiak pancake mix. This is just the buttermilk. I haven't ever actually tried the pecan, cinnamon, anything like that either. So this is just the one that I've used. It is lower carb than like the cinnamon and the other kinds too, so that's kind of why I use it too. And then also this is just one of my sugar-free syrups that I use. I have tried the Walden Farms. That's like a 0-calorie syrup. They have a lot of 0-calorie like options, but Walmart does not carry that. So this is just sugar-free, low-calorie maple syrup. Just find whatever kind works for you and just check out the nutrition label on it to decide which one you want. So first things first, we're going to do 1 scoop of this protein powder. And I do have my waffle maker on. It's getting ready and warmed up. It'll beep in a second when it's ready, so y'all hear that. And I will show you my waffle maker because it's the bomb. One of my favorite wedding gifts we received. So, my dad, stepmom bought it, and it's the bomb. So I do use a food scale for a lot of different things. You can also, the egg whites, you can just measure them in tablespoons. So I do 3 tablespoons or 46 grams. So I just measure it instead of dirty in tablespoon, just because. So we're going to do 46 grams. Almost there. Good enough. Alright, so we got 46 grams of that. Get that out of the way. Then we're going to do a 1/4 cup of the Kodiak pancake mix. So serving is a 1/2 cup, but if you want to keep your carbs lower, just do a 1/4. And since we're subbing in the protein powder, it's still going to add enough volume to make a full waffle. So we're going to do a 1/4 cup of this. That's my waffle maker. It is ready. Good enough. 1/4 cup of that. And then we're going to do a 1/4 cup of water. Just whisk this up real good, get the clumps out, and then it'll be ready to go in the waffle maker. This is one of my favorite breakfasts. I've actually made this ahead of time too, so I've made like 4 waffles at one time and put them all in like a giant gallon Ziploc bag and then put them in the fridge. And so I'd have one for every morning of the week instead of having to get to make it every time. And it actually did really well. Like, to reheat it in the microwave, it actually worked really good. I was kind of skeptical, but it did work well. I normally do either waffles or like oats with protein powder in them. This is one of my favorite proteins to put in oats too. I love fall too, so I'm not really a pumpkin spice person, like as far as like coffee, which I don't drink coffee, so that's probably part of the reason. But I've never been a pumpkin spice person, so when I ordered this protein, I was kind of iffy, but it's the bomb. I haven't actually ever drank it just like a protein shake, but as far as cooking with it and baking, it's the bomb. So I normally do waffles or protein oats for breakfast, especially if I'm prepping ahead of time, because I'm not real doing like scrambled eggs, because I eat breakfast at work, because I work out in the morning and then I work at the gym, so I just bring my breakfast to work too, so I don't actually, I'm not home in the morning for breakfast, so I have to make stuff that holds well as far as getting reheated in the microwave. Anyway, so this is done, so now I'm gonna walk over here to my waffle maker. I'll grab y'all, so I'll put this right here. So this is my waffle maker. It is a stand-up one, so y'all see right there, it's like vertical. It's almost like the ones y'all kind of see in like hotels or whatever, but it doesn't like come down and flip or anything. It just stays standing up the whole time. I'm gonna grab some spray. It's just the bomb. And it has 5 settings for like browning. So if you like your waffle like really brown or, you know, not so much, you can pick a setting. I have mine on number 3 is the one I normally put it on. So we just pour this in the top. And just kind of move it side to side, get it all over each edge. I get every bit of it out. And then it'll beat once it's ready. And I'll show y'all what it looks like when you open it. I'm that type of person, like when I make brownies or I make anything with any kind of batter, I have to get like every drop. Or like any kind of sauce in a pan, anything. I don't waste anything, so I have to get every single drop. So first, I'm gonna clean up this real quick so we can get ready to do the other kind of prep, and then I will show y'all the waffle once it's done. Okay guys, so the waffle maker just beeped, so I'm fixing to grab it off. So y'all see it right here. It's steaming out the top. And you just pull it down. And voila. Such goodness. It smells amazing too. So it does have like this little bit at the top where like it, I guess, you know, overflow to a degree, but it doesn't really matter. And I like, the batter's that good or I'll eat it by itself. It has eggs in it, whatever. But you know, I'll eat it by itself, and I need a spoon to get this off. I forgot. Because it's super hot. So I'll put y'all right there. And so you just kind of scoop it up off the edge, pick it up. It's kind of hot. Put it on the plate. And there you go. Yes, we have this random drawer on our counter because the like little grooves, whatever, that the wheels got on broke. So it's just been on the counter for a while. It's okay. But so then I just put syrup on top. Normally you can do, got some overripe bananas right there. You can put those on there as well. I normally just do sugar-free syrup, peanut butter, whatever you want. Mix and match flavors. Like I said, I normally do the protein pumpkin spice. Blueberry cheesecake is really good. I've tried the key lime pie. It doesn't make the best waffle. But so that's one of my favorite breakfast recipes. And now we're going to move on to some lunch and dinner options. So I do have right here in the sink. Let me turn this around. Nope. Okay. In the sink, I've got some chicken. I've got some chicken thawing out right there. And some warm water, and then I got some backstrap. So this is from one of our deer we killed this year. So this is like a backstrap. If you don't know, the backstrap is like the meat that runs along the spine, like the spinal column. So it's just like a really thick, long piece of meat. It's really good for jerky. It's really good for like cube steak. I'm gonna do kind of like a stir fry type deal with some vegetables. Chicken, I was actually thinking about doing the same thing with it. I don't know. We'll see. And then I've just got squash, onion, I'm gonna chop that up. I've got broccoli that I'll put in the stir fry. And then over here I have, so I'm in love with this pepper and onion mixture. So it's frozen. and it's just the all 3 color peppers and then onions. So it's just frozen. It's perfect, like it's chopped up for stir fry. And you can also, I mean, you can cook it just a little bit, get it soft, and then chop it up even smaller if you want to. But that's perfect for a stir fry. And also, like, I bought it because when everything was going on with quarantine and stuff, there was like no peppers to buy like fresh. So I bought that instead. And that's actually like way better to me, because then you don't have to worry about it going bad if you don't use it fast enough, and it's just already chopped for you. I don't think it was very expensive, I don't even remember, but it's convenient and super easy, and you don't have to worry about it spoiling in case you don't cook it. And then these I have are these like little yam patties. So a yam and a sweet potato are different than each other. Honestly, I'm not sure how or what the difference is. I'll Google that and let y'all know. But these are just pre-made yam patties. They're, I mean, super convenient. Again, convenience is a big thing. It's also good. Convenience also can mean like highly processed, so you gotta be careful with that too. But these are just yam patties. They come with, there's 2 like slits of 8, so there's 16 total in there. I already used 1 like layer before, so I just have 1 layer, so I have 8 of these. Rex doesn't like them, so it's just me anyway, so it's plenty. I normally just bake them in the oven and put cinnamon on top, like a sweet potato, and they're really sweet, so it's actually kind of like a dessert type thing. But the macros on them are decent. So for 1 patty, it's 19 carbs, so I normally eat 2. 0 fat and 1 gram of protein, so it's just a good carb source to have. Sweet tooth, they're a little bit freezer burnt, but okay. So I'm going to get to chopping up on some of these things and get everything kind of prepped to go in the oven, and I'll show y'all everything before I do that. Yeah, see you on the next clip. Okay guys, so I have the yam patties out that I told y'all about, and then I've got squash and onions that I've chopped up, and I just put them in a pan. I sprayed cooking spray, non-stick spray. I just always like to roast my vegetables in the oven most of the time. I don't normally like, the only thing I like stew, I guess you could say, is like green beans or something. But most everything else I either saute in a pan or I roast just because it gives it more flavor. And then if Rex feels like it, we grill, but that normally doesn't happen. So here I've just got Himalayan pink salt to put on the squash and onions. And then this, I have fallen in love with this seasoning. So it's from Tasty. It's garlic, ranch, and chives. It is amazing. Like, it is so good. They have other ones too. I hadn't actually tried any other ones. And then I have paprika. So those 3 are going to go on the squash and onions. And then I've just got cinnamon to go on the yam patties. So I'm going to season these up, and then I will put them in the oven at 350. The yam patties normally take maybe 20 minutes. Squash and onions, about 30. So then those will be done, and then I'll move on to the stir fry and the meat. And so I'll see y'all in the next clip when I'm doing that. Okay guys, so got all the chicken cut up. I normally like to cut mine up kind of small, whether I'm doing like a stir fry or not, just because it cooks faster that way than like leaving like the chicken breast whole. I always do chicken breast normally too. I just buy the giant frozen bag that they have at Walmart. So that's what I do with that. And plus, like, if you leave it whole, like a full chicken breast, I'm just not confident enough in my ability to cook chicken all the way through. So I know I can get the thermometer and everything, but you know, just to make life simple. So I got the pan heated up. I'm gonna spray it with some cooking spray to make sure it doesn't stick. I normally just use cooking spray. I don't do like butter, oil, or anything, just because it adds more fat to the dish. Nothing wrong with that. It definitely adds more flavor in a lot of situations too. So that's okay sometimes. It's not a big deal. So to season today, I think I'm gonna do garlic salt. This is like one of mine and Rex's like absolute staples. I know it's got like white kosher salt, but instead of like the pink salt. But you know, it just tastes that good, so it's okay. Do garlic salt. I'm looking up here at my spices. Pepper. And then I do have this Tasty season. I forgot about this one. So this is another one of those Tasty. It's got Parmesan, red pepper, and oregano. So I think I'm going to use this one too. So I'm going to season up the chicken really quick and then put it in the pan and get it started. And then I'll add those peppers and onions in a minute, and then also the broccoli that I showed y'all a while ago. Okay guys, so I added in the broccoli and pepper and onion mixture into the chicken. So we've got a little bit of stir fry going on here. The broccoli, all I did was season with seasoned salt. I didn't even season the onions and peppers. And then I'm gonna add in some Worcestershire sauce, or Worcester, Worcestershire, something, you know, that stuff right there. I'm gonna add that in there. And that's gonna be basically finished, just waiting for it to kind of marry together a little bit more. Make sure the chicken's all the way cooked through. There's a few pieces that aren't, so it's still finishing up. Like that one's not quite done. So I'm just gonna let that saute some more. I took out the yam patties and the onions and squash, so those are over here just cooling right now. So those are done. So all I've got next is to prep the back strap. So I still haven't decided how I'm gonna cook it. I may just take it out and like marinate it and maybe do jerky. Rex won't complain if I do that. So we're gonna do that, and then I was gonna show y'all in the freezer. I've got just some steamer bags of different carb sources. So this one's just like a vegetable pasta, rotini alfredo. This one's really good. It's not the best reheated because the sauce kind of like separates. Like y'all know, like when you get pasta or something from Olive Garden or something, and then you take leftovers home, it never heats up the best as it was when you had it the first time. So I'm probably just I'll just cook that whenever I go to eat it, since I'm still at home this week. I don't have to prep it ahead of time, so I'll just heat that up whenever I'm ready to eat it, so it'll taste better. And then I have this one. This is just roasted red potatoes. It's got a little bit of a sauce on it, so I'll use these. It's just an easy way to steamer bag. I'm going to use those for some more carb sources besides my yam patties. So I'll have that, and then I'm going to do the back strap, and then I'm also going to cook something different for dinner tonight. I won't show you all that, but so I won't actually eat any of this tonight. I'll cook something for Rex. So this is what we got so far. Okay guys, so that is going to wrap up the meal prep for today. So chicken stir fry, yam patties, squash and onions. I know it's not anything extravagant or a lot, but that's going to be what I'm going to do today. The back strap, I think I'm just going to do jerky with it. So I'm going to cut it up later and marinate it. I may share that on my Instagram story, so y'all need to check that out. If you don't follow me on Instagram, you need to. At bkcox_96. Follow there. If y'all enjoyed this video, be sure to like the video. I appreciate it. Subscribe to my channel. Like I said, I'll try to post once a week, so we're doing good right now. But I go back to work next week. My schedule is still going to be weird, so I should have plenty of time to do a video next week. So hit me up if you want me to do anything specific, anything you want to see on my channel. I'm probably going to do a video on all of my Bowmar nutrition supplements that I have. So all the protein powder, BCAAs, creatine, all stuff like that. So that may be the next video. So I'll touch on all the supplements and some other things too that I don't always take, just so y'all know about them. If y'all want to implement those into your already good diet, nutrition, exercise program. Gotta have that first before you implement supplements. Anyways, but that'll be the next video probably. Let me know if y'all want me to do anything else, but I will see y'all in the next one. Bye. Thanks for watching.